How's it going, peeps? Like we never left, back for part two of our breakdown on Binance and the Binance token, the BNB token Binance Coin. I appreciate you guys for coming back for round two, and I apologize about clearing my throat a bunch at the end of that last video. I, in fact, have a double ear infection and a sinus infection, so this video is sponsored today by antibiotics, even though they're not fucking paying me. But nonetheless, we push through it to bring this content to you because it's important information that you need to know about in order to make well-informed crypto decisions. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the Binance token and the official functionality of the Binance Smart Chain. Now, this can be as complicated as you want it to be. I am going to try and give a more surface level idea as to what the Binance coin is and how it functions within that separate wallet that I mentioned in the previous video, the Trust Wallet. Now, I do not anticipate everyone to become expert crypto analysts overnight or moving things to and from these wallets without having additional questions. This would be like trying to tell someone how to ride a bike without teaching it to them. It is going to take some time and a little bit of playing around in the system to become comfortable with it. And that's okay. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comments down below. And as we get past some of this fundamental stuff and we start doing live streams, we'll be able to have a little bit more of an open form conversation about these different types of projects. Aside from that, keep in mind, by no means in any way, shape, or form am I or the bacteria living in my ear canal right now financial advisors. This is simply educational. Do not take this as a financial recommendation. And now let's go ahead and jump into the video. Still doing that bullshit. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So Bitcoin right now sitting right around $50,000, teetering on that line of dropping down to 49K. It looks like our dearest friends at our mining pools woke up and decided to dump some of their Bitcoin right now because we started to get up a little too high for their comfort level at the mid $51,000 range. So it looks like everything is all for naught. We're done and Bitcoin's dead. Not in my opinion, but who knows? Maybe a solid financial advisor would be able to say whether or not the bull run's over. I think we're okay. Just my personal opinion. But let's jump into Binance Coin itself. So if you actually look at the top cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, Binance Coin has been bouncing back and forth with Cardano over the past 2 weeks on which one is the third largest cryptocurrency in the world behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, Tether is just the largest stable coin that's used, 1v1 with the dollar. But Binance Coin right now is ahead of Cardano by just around $500 million, maybe about 300 billion actually, or not 300 billion, 300 million. Now, Binance Coin itself is a relatively young cryptocurrency in regards to like the Bitcoins or Ethereums of this space. To give you a little background on it, it was actually an inception of the same guy who developed the Binance platforms. And that is, and God help me, I'm going to do my best to pronounce this, Changpeng Zhao. He goes by CZ, but he was the founder of the Binance platforms. Now, not only did he grow Binance to be the largest cryptocurrency exchange in about 180 days back in 2017 into 2018, but he also rolled out a concept for a native token known as the Binance Coin. Now, if we look at the Binance Coin, right now currently sitting around $232 in change with about 154 million in circulation. So this is back in January 2018. So still a relatively new project at that time. Binance was just founded just a few months earlier, and yet still Binance Coin around December of 2017, while all these other projects started going parabolic, jumped from right around $2 all the way up to an absolute peak height of right around 22 $23, which is still a very impressive 10x. And I mean, it went even further. It was down at like 10 cents back in August of 2017. So to go up to $23, that was a massive jump. And then we had a little bit of a dip afterward and we entered the bear market. Now, where is that pricing comparatively to our current bull run? So if this makes you think, holy shit, then you aren't alone. So this is our current parabolic run up over the last month compared to the 2017 run that we were just looking at, which is just this little blip over here in the far left-hand side of this chart. So it's in a completely different league of its own right now, and just had this recent run up starting around the start of February due to a series of different events that I'm going to break down a little bit for you here in this video. But first, let's give a little bit of background as to what exactly the Binance Coin is, right? Is it a network? Does it deal with lending or borrowing? What exactly is the function of this coin? So BNB was launched through an initial coin offering back in 2017. So 11 days before Binance actually went live, there was an ICO. So he put this coin out and people were purchasing it. Now, Binance originally was on the ERC20 token network, which was the Ethereum network. It didn't have its own Binance Smart Chain, its own BEP network. So it was running on Ethereum. So when this went live, there was a total of 200 million coins. Now, if you saw up top, we know to look for our circulating supply over here. So the max supply, if you can see that, is 170 million. And you're going to think, that isn't 200 million. What's going on? So when he decided to launch this, he moved it over to his own BNB network in April of 2019. But even before he moved it, they were doing a BNB token burn. Now, if you just watched our video on Ethereum's update for EIP 1559, you must be thinking, oh shit, they burned tokens. Therefore, the total amount is even more finite, which makes the cryptocurrency more expensive, more finite, more valuable. And CZ has been doing this for some time. Now, the genius there is, as he then was burning these tokens, it wasn't just a cryptocurrency burning the tokens didn't have any value. In April 2019, he launched the Binance Chain mainnet. So it became effectively the same thing as Ethereum, just a competitor. It had its own chain now, its own network. It was no longer built on top of Ethereum, but sustaining its own ecosystem on the Binance chain. So that was a massive step forward for the Binance coin. And you also have that burn going on in the background. So people already started to anticipate that there was going to be some exciting shit that was going to go down for BNB as we would run into this next bull run. So up until right around, I'd say February 2021, BNB was relatively still pretty cheap. It was about $40. It started to run up a little bit through the preparation after the halving of Bitcoin. It doubled from about 22 up to about 40. But right around this time, BNB did a massive token burn. So CZ went in, burned a shit ton of BNB tokens, lowered the total amount that are available, and he even came out and said, I don't think we're burning them fast enough. I want to burn more of them. So expect that to continue to pick up the pace as far as them being burned. And when you are looking at the ecosystem of Binance, just like Ethereum is necessary in order to do different things on the network or within the chain, BNB is also necessary for that same purpose. So I would expect, in my non-financial opinion, BNB to continue to go up significantly in price, not just this year, but over the course of the next couple of years. So if you can think back to when I was talking about what are altcoins, and I mentioned this DeFi Pulse. which was talking about the whole ecosystem that was built on top of Ethereum, right? And I was showing you they have lending assets and decentralized exchanges and derivatives and payments and all those different types of cryptocurrencies built on top of Ethereum. Well, Binance said, fuck this, we're going to do it ourselves and we're going to make our own ecosystem and title it the Binance Smart Chain. And it actually just went live not too long ago. You can see that right back on February 5th, if we're tracking the 30-day breakdown here of their own website, DeFi Station. And I can put both of these links down below for you guys so that you can track the projects on both Ethereum and on Binance. But they were at a total TLV or total value locked in the system of $1.75 billion. And then a month later, we're up to $9.8 billion. So that is a massive jump for any project. And I think one of the only reasons why this dipped here and didn't continue upward is Bitcoin had that flash crash, pulled the entire network down, and really shook out a lot of people that not only were buying into something that was shooting through the roof, which was due for a correction, but then it got essentially a super correction due to the flash crash. So I have a ton of stuff locked up in the Binance Smart Chain. I'm okay with taking 50% hits on that because I'm just holding on to it over the course of March as Bitcoin rallies. Everything else will continue to do very well here because one of the major things that this Binance Smart Chain solved simultaneously while Ethereum was struggling with it was the fees are so much less than the Ethereum fees, and the network actually moved quicker. And down below, you can see the different cryptocurrencies and projects on this system. Now, I'm not going to go into all these different projects because I wouldn't expect that outside of maybe BNB, you would jump into your Trust Wallet and buy a bunch of these. But just know that they operate in their own regard, much like the decentralized finance projects over on Ethereum do. So just like Ethereum has Uniswap for their decentralized exchanges, you have Binance has PancakeSwap, which sounds like a stupid fucking name, but I use PancakeSwap a lot, and it actually has a very cool utility case built around it that I would demonstrate right now if Trust Wallet actually had a PC or desktop version and it wasn't just on Android or Apple. They have Venus, which is the MakerDAO compound Aave version of lending and borrowing. Auto farm, that's kind of like your yield farming, kind of like Yearn Finance in a way, and so on and so forth. But it's very interesting to see these different networks and chains compete with each other, and I guarantee you that Cardano is going to have its own ecosystem as these smart contracts in that Goguen phase that we discussed in our Cardano video go live. They're going to have their own ecosystem. And Polkadot, which is going to be the next cryptocurrency that I cover after we wrap up Binance, they already have their own ecosystem that I'm going to be breaking down for you as well. So just because you have all these different networks competing, I don't necessarily think that the value isn't there in each one respectively. It's just they do things differently. And I think that, yes, you may have a definitive winner in the institutional space, or you may have a definitive winner in total market cap that they own. But I think each one's going to have its own value proposition over there, especially the next 5 years into the next bull run, for the most part, barring any critical issue on any of these major blockchains. But one thing I did want to mention is how exactly, once you're in your, let's say your Binance wallet, right? So the BNB token that's listed is actually down here. I don't have any in the wallet currently. Everything that I had in BNB, I transferred into my Trust Wallet and was operating there with that. But let's say that you download Trust Wallet and you're not exactly sure what it is or how it operates or how it's a wallet. So I wanted to play this video and just put some commentary on top of it, and we're going to watch it together. And this is on that Binance Academy that I pointed out at the start of part 1 of my Binance series, where although we can't access Binance's international site, they still have a bunch of useful resources and how-tos and breakdowns and research collaborations that you can read into on this site. So let's go ahead and watch
As
this.
more people use cryptocurrencies and decentralized applications, it's more important than ever to have a simple and robust way to access them. Whether you're interested in investing, making payments, or using dApps, having many solutions for different activities can get very inconvenient very fast. That's where easy-to-use, all-in-one packages like Trust Wallet can help. Unlike traditional financial markets, the world of crypto never sleeps. More volatile in nature, conditions can change at the drop of a dime.
And that's one thing too I'm going to point out. I mentioned it before in some of these videos, but unlike the stock market that goes over a certain period of time, Monday through Friday, cryptocurrency is global 24/7, 365. You're never going to hit a period where if you're in the middle of a big trade, or if you're watching something, or if you're like, I got to pay attention, then you're going to be paying attention for a long time because the market goes 24/7. You'll see some crazy shit unfold at 3 a.m. just as it would at 3 p.m. close to market close in the stock market here. Just something to keep in mind before you jump too heavy into, I'm going to put everything in and then tomorrow before market open, I'll see if I'm going to sell or pull it. Doesn't operate that way.
So it's important to have constant access to your funds on the go. Fully decentralized, Trust Wallet gives you a simple mobile application for managing your tokens and coins, and allows you to be in full control of your private keys at the same time. With Trust, you can store the vast majority of tokens on the market, with more projects and blockchains adopted all the time. Trust's Universal Wallet, or multi-coin wallet, lets you have one backup for all your assets, simplifying wallet management. And of course, Trust works great with decentralized exchanges. Trust Wallet includes a built-in Web3 browser that allows you to explore dApps of the decentralized internet.
Now, when they say dApps, they're referring to decentralized applications. So things such as Uniswap or that Pancake Swap, where you go in with your Ethereum or your BNB coin and you trade for different cryptocurrencies, or if you use any asset lending or management platforms, it's more advanced stuff. But anytime they mention using a dApp, they're just referring to a decentralized application built on this specific network.
Seamlessly and safely. Since blockchain is a new and complex technology, you can rely on Trust dApp Marketplace to guide you through it. It is a place for decentralized applications that meet rigorous quality and security standards and are optimized to perform at the highest level. Together with Binance, Trust Wallet is working on exciting new features, including market monitoring, custom networks, test networks, a native DEX, and a deep integration with Binance's infrastructure.
When they say native DEX, they mean a decentralized exchange that is directly applicable to the Binance Smart Chain. So you would need to use the Binance Coin or the BNB coin that we were looking at on CoinMarketCap in order to access that specific decentralized exchange and trade for those other cryptocurrencies.
The opportunities for crypto are endless, and with Trust Wallet, Binance's official wallet, anyone can be a part of it.
So I just wanted to show that to you guys instead of having you hunt that video down and just talk a little bit about it. Sometimes the terminology can be a little bit confusing or overwhelming. All in all, the Trust Wallet, I can't give you a visual of my actual wallet just because it is a application on my cell phone. They don't have like a website. But just to break down what it is, so all of your cryptocurrencies, just like if you were to have your portfolio in Coinbase or your portfolio in your wallet in Binance, you will now have it in a separate wallet. Now, this wallet is outside of the exchange, so you transfer it in and you have your own private keys to get in and outside of that wallet. So, someone else wouldn't be able to just log into that wallet. You would have your own specific passwords and keys in order to get in. And then again, I have other things that I've set up in different protocols I follow to protect my stuff. Not financial advice, but I would look into similar items such as like Google Authenticator when it comes to two-factor verification or authentication. Just a very simple tool that's easy to use that can help back up your security. Not financial advice, but definitely a good tool to look at. So when you have this wallet and you go to access it, you're like, well, how the hell do I get my cryptocurrency on there? Well, although you can purchase cryptocurrency through the wallet, what I do is just like the example I gave where we can withdraw or deposit cryptocurrency into this wallet on Binance.us, I would purchase my BNB token, my BNB native coin, and then I would withdraw it. And then there is a deposit function in this wallet, and I would deposit it, and it would show in my Binance Coin line, and then I could trade it from there, both on the Binance Smart Chain, which is just a different configuration of the Binance Coin that I'm not going to go too much deeper into because it's something that you would have to use in practice to fully understand. Or I could transfer in any other coin, and then I can transfer out any of those coins as well. I just want to make sure that my wallet addresses and my memo codes and everything line up so that I'm not losing my funds in cyberspace somewhere, sending it to the wrong locations. Now, there are many different blockchains that the Trust Wallet supports. Through and through, almost anyone that you can name, it can house it. Now, if there are some that it cannot house, you can also do pegged or wrapped versions of different cryptocurrencies, which just means that they are able to function on the Binance Smart Chain. But it's for someone that's a little bit more advanced. And then beyond these blockchains in general, they can support thousands of other assets. So when you download that, if you have any specific questions on it or do not understand it, you can leave a comment down below and I'm happy to respond to that. And if I can find a way in the near future to sync up my phone to my actual recording device, I'll be able to give you guys a little bit more of a visual on that. But hopefully breaking down not only Binance US, but the BNB token, why it is so expensive and why it is one of the top cryptocurrencies in the world, and why that burn is going to continue to raise its price, gives you a little bit more insight as to whether or not A, you would want to own that cryptocurrency, or B, if you would want to participate in the Binance.us exchange. Aside from that, leave a like on the video, subscribe, smash that bell notification so that you can catch the other videos we have coming out this week. It is going to be a very, very busy March going into April. So I'm going to try and get out as much content as I can for you. We're going to start doing live streams here soon enough so that I can answer your questions in real time as we go. Aside from that, thank you for joining us today on this episode of Viva La Coin, and I will see you next time.